That's what.
How do you keep romance alive in the bedroom? Wow, guys. Wow. You guys weren't trying to play like.
Do you know what I'm saying? But get there. Look, I'll get with the jiggy stuff. You know. But what I'm actually just trying to tell you, look,
That's what you guys
is
wanted,
that-
isn't it? The jiggy jiggy.
But yours wasn't wrong either. So it was kind of like, okay.
Yeah, but my
Me
way
saying, okay,
would
let's
have
do your way,
would have
didn't
allowed
have-
us to not be in this sticky situation. Can you see that sometimes
Yeah.
just
But
saying?
by all means, if it,
You make me wonder, will we wait much longer? God put together, no, put us under, 'cause I'm your Superman. Make me all like, yeah, man. Rain or thunder, you make me wonder. Oh, my baby, you be my Wonder Woman, my Wonder Woman, yeah. Hey, you be my Wonder Woman, my Wonder Woman, yeah. Be my Wonder Woman, my Wonder Woman, yeah.
Are we recording? Is this on?
solid hour without the kids.
We're gonna record today. We're gonna record today. We're gonna do a video finally. A Q&A. Hi guys, welcome back to Kaismamadiary. This is gonna be my first Q&A. Really excited because it's just been so overdue. If you haven't subscribed, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I've only literally got like one vlog out so far. But yeah, watch the last one because that kind of gives you an insight into who we are as a family. I thought there's still more to learn about us. But me, I kind of want to sort of be really open, an open book. That's really what I want this page to be about. I'm really excited for it to be as transparent as possible with all things motherhood related, beauty, lifestyle, the whole lot. But mainly motherhood it's my life and it's what's changed me the most. I just want to be as transparent as I can. Today's video is all about us kind of being even more open and kind of giving a bit more insight into who we are. So I kind of thought a Q&A would be a good way to do that. Did a very silly thing, went on Instagram and said if you have any questions that are related to motherhood, parenthood, and what else was it related to? A marriage, that's it, a marriage. Then ask away, and there were some very interesting questions. Some of them look a bit interesting, and we'll just have to just find a way to answer them without being obviously too explicit and too open. But I think it's good to be honest about these things. I love a good Q&A. I love watching them on YouTube, and hopefully it'll be entertaining somewhat to kind of watch us fumble and our way through these awkward questions. But yeah, I can't wait to get into it.
Like, what do you mean? Swear?
Making tea, do you want one?
Yes, please. Bang on the kettle, mate.
Are you scared about these questions?
Scared? No,
Yeah.
not at all. Why would I be scared? Nah, man. It's all good. I'm prepped. I'm ready. There's no way to skip if we're not feeling questions. You get me?
Skip, basically, yeah?
Yeah, man. Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. It is Will on the camera today. I just wanted to thank you guys for subscribing. Yes, please. All the goodies, bring them through. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, as I was saying, to Kayo's page, her channel, all of that jazz. I appreciate it. She appreciates it. I appreciate it even though it's not mine because she appreciates it, and whatever she appreciates, I appreciate it. Yeah,
Right.
so
I'm a bit
yeah, no,
cheesy now.
but
There you go. It's really, really hot, really, really hot.
thank you, lovely. So yeah, man, that's it. So here we are, ready for your questions.
Get a packet of digestives just because you know. Might as well get comfortable.
Alright, cool. Let's get started.
Let's get started. Oh, wait, I need my phone to look at the questions. Wait. 2 seconds. Let me get it.
Have you seen these questions before?
I purposely have not looked at the questions because, yeah, I really just didn't want to know what the questions were so that we can answer them honestly.
Kind of like off the cuff.
Yeah. So, here they are.
Like,
I'm looking at them. I'm not looking at each question, but I'm just looking at the list, and there's quite a lot. I don't know how we're gonna how should we do this? How are we gonna
looking through, boy. Wait, let's warm up now.
Should we warm up?
How
But
jump in?
We're gonna jump straight in, right? Okay, so the first question is,
Hey, that's what.
How do you keep romance alive in the bedroom? Wow, you guys won't play.
Do you want to go first? Should I go first?
You go first. I feel like you should be the one to give your intake on how you romance.
Listen, keeping romance alive whilst married in and of itself is a struggle, as most people know, right? Because so much going on, you're no longer kind of in a dating phase, blah blah blah, all of that stuff. One thing I always say, or I tend to say nowadays, is my wife is still my best friend, still my girlfriend, still my fiance, but my wife as well. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's like you could still have like the way that people think of like boyfriend and girlfriend, or the way they think of, you know, like yeah, just like the cool and suaveness of like being engaged. It's still there, like, do you know what I'm saying? So that's definitely how I see it. I mean, the reality is that the more with children you get, you're obviously more tired at the end of the day, right? Like, it's kind of just like, look, your mind's just more all over the place, right? Because you're having to deal with kids and their kind of temperaments and their kind of quirks and whatever comes with it. At the end of the day, you're kind of shattered. You're just like, you're like, you know,
basically, the last thing on your mind.
Exactly. The last thing on your mind is romance, really and truly. On a
bedroom is the last thing
on a typical day, right? However, I do actually think that you need to be quite intentional, right? Intentional about it, because
definitely
these things are, as we know, obviously being a Christian couple, where our mindset is, our unit is what drives this household to work. I like to be diplomatic, right? So if we're not actually like actively like trying to be
just say if we're not actively getting
I'll get there. Look, I'll get with the jiggy stuff, you know. But what I'm actually just trying to tell you, look,
that's what you guys wanted, isn't it? The jiggy. That's what you know, jiggy. Biggy. Every day, mommy.
Jiggy. Biggy, heavy, baby, do you want me? But trust me, that's a better fly like me. You big daddy holler.
Listen, what I'm trying to say, yeah, women are different to us guys, right? So you can't just have a day of kind of just like going back and forth with sharp tones towards each other, and then
which tends to happen when you've got kids, because it's full on. Let's be honest, you're not sitting there holding hands throughout the day, teamwork. Yeah, we'd love that, but that's not the reality of it.
Exactly. And when we're consistent in, you know, in appreciating one another frequently throughout the day, I feel like that's the best way to, at the end, you know, make sure that we're appreciating each other at the end of the day, if you know what I'm saying.
It's a build up, basically.
If I'm at work or whatever, I'm just messaging Kayo, I'm just like, this, that, just
be honest. Are you messaging me? What are you messaging me?
Show messages, man.
Oh, snatch, you're getting receipts out, yeah?
Do you know what I'm saying? But you know those little, you know them things there, you know,
little moves.
You know what I do.
This guy, that's how I think. My uncle. I think honestly, I'm trying to answer this in the most appropriate way, because the question is quite out there. You pretty much have said it in the way that is true of what we try to do, and that is just showing each other love and appreciation throughout the day. Because yes, it's true, men are different to women, let's not lie. You guys don't probably need none of that because you're just different to us. But I think for me, as a woman,
I don't need to receive that, but I need to.
But you need to feel respected.
That doesn't impact me.
Okay,
like,
it doesn't.
In that way.
So I can only talk. Okay, so let me talk for me then.
Do you know why?
You've given your angle.
Okay, go.
Talk for me now. Oh, you've given your angle. So I feel like for me, honestly, the best way that we can keep romance alive in the room is when things are just mutual. Like there's a mutual love and respect there. And practically, really, for me, that looks different day to day. Let's be real as well. Like it could just be the little things, like William literally bringing me back my favorite takeout. Maybe I've been stressed out today. Yes, we probably haven't shared the most best of communications. We've been a bit snappy with each other. When you bring me that, that special thing that I like to eat or whatever, or just even sometimes flowers, like I have to say you're quite good. I have to give you props. You're quite good at just being spontaneous, and we love that. And I think it's just like, honestly, no, it's true. I do love that, and I do tell you. Don't try it.
No, you do.
I do tell you.
It's just I don't hear it enough.
Alright.
But that's another story, innit?
I think
Look at his face.
Ooh.
What's that about?
Don't they wear like little knee pads for that?
Oh, little pad. I'm not sure. Sorry.
Sorry guys, the TV's on. So yeah, no. So yeah, basically to summarize the question, it's just love shown throughout the day, or even not throughout the day. It's making sure that, like, for me, I want to feel like this man appreciates my efforts as the mother of his 2 children, his wife. I'm putting in the graft, he's out there doing his bit. This is my ministry. It's true, my home is my ministry, but it gets hard, it gets tough. And honestly, just a thank you, not necessarily just a thank you in words, but in action goes a long way. And I just think that's the best remedy for keeping it alive, because the truth is, when things aren't like, when we're not showing off that love to each other, I just feel like, sorry to cut you off, but I feel like we're not, if we don't show that love to each other, then we're not gonna be able to force anything upstairs in the room. That's what I think. And
Okay.
I just want to be honest about that, because I think women are emotional
definitely know
beings.
that.
The next question. As a woman, do you feel pressure to be intimate? Even this is another intimate. You guys, I saw a lot of it, but I'm gonna keep this one short. Okay. And I think a lot of women can relate to this.
I didn't get the last part though.
This is a very relatable question, I must say. So to answer that, I do feel pressure, but I try to express that to you. Right. If I'm not feeling myself, if I'm not feeling on it, if I'm not, you know, just I try to make sure that I don't keep that up here. I know oftentimes if I do that, that's when we can end up perhaps arguing or not understanding each other. Yeah, not understanding each other and what we want. But I don't think I receive crazy pressure without exposing my husband. I don't think I receive crazy pressure, but I receive appropriate pressure, as you would. Because our stance on it as Christians is so like, okay, what's gonna honor like the Lord right now in this time? Because I know that the easy answer is just to be like, do you know what, babe, I'm not on it, don't come near me, yeah, like I've just had a really crappy day, That's probably an easy answer to give. But other times I just got to remember as well that he's my husband, and I know there's definitely a scripture about this, and when I get it I might add it on here somewhere on this screen. But I have to think about serving him as much as serving me, and equally same way as well. Yeah. So
I'm just thinking through the question. I mean, obviously it's not directed at me, but I'm just okay. No,
not like that. I'm just saying it's not directed at you.
But basically, like,
why jumping on it? It's asking me, the woman.
No, I know. No, but I just want. Okay. I'm too intellectual for this.
Okay.
That's my issue.
You're too deep, man. All the time making it.
I'm so deep.
You're so annoying.
Hey, listen, anyway. But listen, if you guys have questions, I like to answer them thoroughly and fully.
I hope I answered that question, guys. 3 things you feel are important for building a strong relationship / marriage, and then in brackets it says, I'm sure there's more than 3, but yeah, emoji smiley face. So 3 things you feel are important.
Shall I go?
Yeah.
So straight away, the things that come to mind are obviously communication. You hear that everywhere and anywhere. I mean, we've been together 12 years, yeah? 12 years.
Not 12 married years, but 5 years next year.
5 years married. Been together since 2007, right? Yeah, 11 times. And so the foundations, I'd say, to building what we have been not breaking down on communication when you can't be bothered. That's an important one.
Just assuming. You know how us women always just feel like the men should just know better. I admit I'm bad at that. I'm really bad at that. I'm guilty. I'm not gonna lie. And I have usually said sorry. I think I'm quite good at saying sorry when I realise that, usually, that, you know what, I thought you probably knew. But
yeah. Secondly, what's it called? Empathy. I'd say empathy. What I mean by empathy is being able to put yourselves in each other's shoes.
Okay, aren't you being cute? Okay. That's a good one.
Like, what I mean by that is being able to put each other in each other's shoes. It's really important to kind of just see the other person's angle, and I feel like when that's not able to happen from either side, there's huge problems, man. Huge problems.
And you have them arguments quick and easy every day. It's something that triggers you.
Very quick. You need to be able to do that. Yeah. Build that skill. Like, it is a skill. We did struggle
with that when we had Naomi. Like,
it is
I feel like that was like a season we went through when naturally we were first-time parents. Naomi's our first daughter. Not fully knowing how to respond to these new pressures that you're getting in every direction of trying to balance it all out, like be on point at work, be on point at home. When we lose empathy, and it can happen even towards the men as well. I feel like oftentimes us women hear a lot about, you know, there's a big conversation that happens, or a popular conversation that happens about women, you know, feeling like their men don't really, the husbands don't, you know, like they don't get the women, like we're struggling here at home with the kids and they don't have any empathy for us, like you know. But empathy goes both ways, because even when hubby's coming back home from work, I have to check myself and my attitude and everything, and realize that he's tired from work as well, he got up early as well. He's also in need of empathy. He's also in need of me saying, hey, how was work? I hope it was okay, I hope it wasn't too full on, you know, how's that new manager? There's always one little story there to talk about at work, and just about and so it's important to just let that person feel that you
get their struggle.
Yeah. The
third thing for me is leaning on God to uphold and I guess guide our marriage, and
boost that boost of strength, because some days you just don't have it in you to.
It's literally not. It's just not there. It's not there at times, because we can't do things perfectly.
Particularly, I find that for me anyway. What are the 3 things for me? Because I think those 3 things for you are like what you feel. Yeah. For me, to keeping our marriage strong, practical date nights, because I guess that just keeps the fuel in the marriage. A second thing, definitely, I was almost going to forget. My husband, don't try it. I would have thought of that as well. Probably later on, you know, when you're not able to think like whilst you're filming, it's hard to just think on the go. But the second thing would be definitely for me, what I've seen really works in helping us like have a strong marriage is having a sense of humor, basically, and just trying our best to not take everything so seriously. You know, Will is so laid back, and I think there are days when I'm like, oh, thank God he's laid back, because you know, if we were both like always stressed out easily, and we both had the same mindset about life, hey, you would have problems. So I'm just so grateful for you not being too like me, basically, because I get stressed out sometimes quite easily. Practically, again, I know that in reality, you're not going to always be like go from being peed off to the next minute being like, ha, it's okay though, I'm gonna just have a sense of humor. No, what you're probably gonna do, what I do is I'll withdraw myself for a moment and probably think twice before I send that message, and then just kind of just see a way out of making it become a big deal. Because I know as soon as I send that, oh, I'm really vexed, like how you letting this go on, how you letting this happen. The next thing you know, it's now a big argument. But I just think we've learned sometimes the hard way that it's just best to make light of things and choose your battles wisely. Like, it's not everything you have to bring up and make into a thing. So yeah, sense of humor has helped us massively in our marriage. The third thing is prayer. I think for me, prayer has helped me a lot in the sense of helping me to not think with my own perspective and in a very kind of narrow-minded way. I feel like women, we know this, and I know I'm going to say this because I feel like women just will be able to relate to this. Sometimes we tell our husbands, no babe, don't do this. I can see the danger, like I'm seeing it. I know that if you choose to go with your idea or your suggestion, things are not going to work out. And this could be something quite serious maybe to do, I don't know, maybe with the bills or something quite, you know, something that will have, you know, some serious consequences. And then he's just like, no, I still want to do it. Okay, good.
But I know why I say that as well.
We do it. Yeah, I know there's context. I know you're thinking that you're always right. But we've seen that happen. We've seen it happening afar. We've seen the hazard, and it's happened, and now we're in it. And there's not even always like a, oh, babe, you were right. Or maybe you might get the baby, you were right if you're lucky.
You know why? Because,
you might get that. Sometimes I try and ask him for, so you see, I was right.
Nah, because
I don't always get it.
No, a lot of times my idea wasn't proven wrong, but yours wasn't wrong either. So it was kind of like, okay.
Yeah, but my way would have allowed us to not be in this sticky situation. Can you see that sometimes just saying?
But by all means, if it was clear cut, like i.e. you've saved the day, like hats off, like okay, I was
stubborn.
You know what I'm saying?
You're stubborn.
Like that's when but when it's clear, when it's clear, like she saved the day, and my way was just gonna put us in a madness, then of course I'm bowing down. I'm like, okay, cool.
I have gotten the odd little, you know, I'm sorry,
but
babe.
Rarely
but it's bare like
that. That's the
like
only reason.
Forcing water out of a rock, man. What's the expression?
You know, but I would say, I will definitely say that, like Kayo's ideas, or I think just women's ideas generally, are a lot more sort of like down to earth and more proven to work.
Wait, so we see logic, it flops. And that's when you really then have to ask God to give you grace and wisdom, really just plenty of wisdom. So prayer is just, honestly, without it, I don't know what I would do. A way to communicate with God and just see like how he shows me myself, and in how I, in how I respond to my husband, whether it's in a good way or a bad way, and showing me my flaws. Because I feel like when you go to God, I just feel like he has a way of just exposing your flaws. Like when you ask God to show you your flaws, he shows you your flaws. It's quite, that prayer is a bit mad, but it works wonders. And I just think, I don't know what I would do honestly without like having, the wisdom that God gives me on a day-to-day. I struggle, I'm not perfect, but I just think prayer has been so instrumental in our marriage to helping us see each other's perspective. When I've seen them situations happen, maybe I'm just praying and saying, God, you know what, this is looking like it's going to go left, but please let my husband see it for himself. And hopefully if he sees it, he sees it. If he doesn't, just keep it moving, innit? Just hopefully in time he'll see it. But yeah. Oh, okay, this is a good one. Do fathers feel left out of the whole parenthood journey as mothers spend more time with the kids? If so, what do/can you do to feel more included? Oh. That's interesting.
That's a good question.
Fathers feel left out of the whole parent journey.
Always want to be a present dad. I just try and make sure that I'm intentional. When I feel like I haven't spent enough time, then everything's paused pretty much, and I make sure I spend that time. Like I remember with Jude, at the very beginning, I was just telling Kayo, I was like, I just don't feel like I'm spending enough time. And it was probably eating me up. So it was like, I was making sure I was very intentional to just spend as much time with him as possible until I felt that connection, until I felt like we were getting closer. It's like coming home, spending more time, making sure I'm present, making sure that whilst I'm here, I am here. You see me, you hear me, I'm here, I'm gonna play with you, I'm playing with all your toys. I'm gonna find out which toys are your favorite ones. I wanna find out like you did everything, all the details. But at the same time as well, it's when you're acting up, to hear daddy's voice telling you, no, that's not okay, kind of thing. And
rather than just being mummy.
Yeah, if
because the kids are trying it now.
Exactly, if you're trying it with mummy as well,
Nomi's really smart now. She knows to go to dad. If mummy has said no about something, she'll go to dad to see if daddy's also saying no as well.
Realize, but yeah, anyway, that's that. So do you ever disagree on things concerning the kids? Yeah,
we sure do.
We do, definitely.
We do all the time.
Thing that comes to mind straight away is schooling, for instance, right? There was a stage, like Noemi is at preschool age, and so now it's kind of big decision time. What we've quickly realized is that we had different views of like what's the ideal. So that's just one of the many things.
Yeah, we definitely have our fair share of disagreements when it comes to the kids, and I guess my vision definitely is, as the kids get older, is that they never see our disagreements concerning them. Like, you know how you always hear about people talking like about the kids not knowing like who we agree on, who we don't agree on, who's side we're on, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, some things I just kind of think, when I have conversations with you about things that I disagree on, I just think if we're just butting heads too much, I'll just let you just have
that's not helpful though.
Not let you have your way.
You kind of give up.
No, not so much, because I might just think, do you know what? Nothing's actually necessarily right or wrong. It's just maybe with my preference. A lot of times it's also like preference. Like us mums have not a preference, but us mums, listen, I'll look out for us ladies. We do our research. We really do try to make sure that we come. And when you show me
you've done that, I'm just like, yeah, definitely. Take it.
Because even with the school situation, like Nomi's about to go into preschool from January, but actual like big girl school, primary school, that will be from the following year. So now what school we want to go with. But there were some disagreements, and we literally had to come with our A game. Like, okay, so what have you looked at? What have I looked at? And we came together and we literally just had a full-on conversation, a bit passionate, but nothing like, we never let it get to a thing of where it gets like mad heat, because we all want the best for our children. Ultimately, we want the best for them. We love them. So he's not on the wrong side. It's just not, I don't ever let it, we never let it escalate so much. But
it came down to, what do you prioritize? What is very important to you? Yeah,
what is what's very important to me for Noemi?
Yeah.
For the kids.
Yeah. It came down to that.
But like, I feel like I'm quite a headstrong person, and I'll usually have an idea and I'll just say like, yeah, this is what I want and this is what we're gonna go with. But my husband's quite like, he likes to interject and say, actually no way, why? Like,
do you know why? I don't think Kayo's used to that.
I hope that answered your question. I was just about to say who it was as well out loud.
People like to exclude dads.
She also asked, Yes please. So how do you beautiful people have your alone time? But I feel like we already answered that question. What family traditions do you guys have? We actually do have some as well.
Family traditions.
Do we have, well, not like major ones yet, like
It's early days though,
it is
man.
early
That's
days,
the thing.
yeah.
Like we've got a few that I've got in mind that we're gonna definitely be doing. Yearly holiday is one.
Yeah.
Obviously been doing, right, for the past, well, we did this year anyway.
It'll be like definitely the way forward going forward. And the kids are getting older, like
Once
we
a
can't
year,
wait
family,
to just
vacay, defo during summer.
I think we do have a family tradition. The only one that I can think of right now that we currently do is with each of our kids so far. We always like mark their milestones, and we'll make like a nice little cute ornament of some kind. We'll take them to like this really cute like jazzy kids cafe that has like all these little ornaments that you can literally pick, from like a little teacup to plates to bowls to you can literally pick whatever you literally
ceramics
want.
and stuff,
Ceramics, yeah, and you literally like paint it. You go, it's like a nice little kind of family day out. We go with the kids, we paint with them, and then we usually mark like their hand or like their foot, usually either at the 1 year milestone or 6 month milestone. So with Naomi we did her 6 month milestone, and with Jude we did his 1 year milestone. Intentional for it to become
like a family tradition kind of thing. It was just something to do, but then you
it's
liked it, and it's
it.
just good to mark that as a milestone.
So we just hope to have that for each of our children, because I think it's really nice to just keep it. I don't know where we'll end up hanging it or keeping it, but it will definitely be something that we can hopefully hold on to for as long as possible, and they can actually look back at it and be like, oh, look how small my hand was, look how small my foot was. So not even a question, but you lot are above couple still. Thanks. I know who this is. And then this person asked, do you still have time for each other with 2 kids? And I guess the quickest way to answer that is we do.
Yes, we do. Like, I mean,
again,
I feel like
just being intentional.
But
I think we answered that one already actually. So
like, just being intentional and just making that work. Even like after work, for instance, coming home, having that alone time.
Making sure the kids get to bed early.
So like the kids can eat up your evening, and that is the worst. Like, so they've got a routine. But it's taken a while to come because they've decided to sleep at different times. Like for instance, Naomi was sleeping throughout the night very early on. Jude, it took him up until close to 1 to sleep throughout the night, kind of thing. So
he was a hard one to crack.
that was like a bit unprecedented.
It was some hard times.
That was a bit hard because I was expecting him to just be the same as his sister and stuff like that. So you start calculating, oh, when would I have more free time to do X, Y, Z, and that didn't come for time. So it was just like, oh man.
An early night for the kids.
Early night for the kids,
difference. Like, and then by an early night, we're probably talking realistically like 7:30 to 8. And then after that, it's literally like either movie night or catch up. Whatnot, whatever it is that we need to do, we do it during that time, because realistically, no one wants to come in front on here like we have better time together. Like, it's sometimes you be able to squeeze in a little bit of time, and that little bit of time is the time that you're gonna have. Weekdays are series nights. Weekends might be a movie night, but
we'll sit down and just chill and catch up about something.
Next question. You are so beautiful, thank you. How do you make time for yourself with 2 kids? Our little friend keeps on interrupting us. So my little Papa wants to be in this video.
Regarde Gabi et Alex.
On arrive maintenant, ok? Donne-nous 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
Ok?
Ça, oui.
Oui, c'est en haut.
Mais en haut.
On va regarder.
Oui, en haut, sur le portable.
Sur le téléphone. Ok, see you soon. So, what was this one? How do you take time for yourself with 2 kids? I guess everyone just assumes the more kids you have, the less time you have for yourself. And the truth is, yes and no. It's just a matter of priority, and it's a matter of where there's a will, there's a way. If you want to do it, you will do it. I went to a conference recently where we all spoke about, like, we don't even always know as mums when we get to that threshold of like being super exhausted and burnt out until we're burnt out, and then we're like, oh, I really do need my time for myself. I've experienced that, and I think having learned from that earlier on with my daughter, with my son Jude, I've been so much more intentional in having me time, and actually guess what, having no mum guilt. Those times when you just want to walk away and have just alone time. Alone time could look so different on a day-to-day. If daddy gets back from home, it's like, okay daddy, time for you to do dinner, and I might help to do the bath for the kids later, or he might do the bath, I'll dish out dinner, or dinner's already made, for example, but I'll definitely have time to escape. I'm going to run to the bedroom, to the bathroom, anywhere where I can just get 5 minutes of alone time, maybe to even catch up on messages that I've been trying to respond to throughout the day, or watch something that I've been wanting to watch throughout the day, or give a phone call. Like anything that I feel like just makes me happy and makes me feel good, I will make sure I try to do it in that time that you get back from work. And I think that's just day-to-day, real life, practical example of what I do for myself. Recently, I haven't done it yet, but I have been saying that I want to have like a little spa day or weekend, just myself. Maybe a weekend. Maybe a weekend seems a bit a lot, but actually, do you know what? I don't know why us mums always do this. We always kind of shortchange ourselves. I'm saying a weekend feels like a lot, but it's not really a lot, is it? It's like literally 2 evenings away from the kids.
Very
doable. The thought of that sounds so nice, but I'll be honest, I don't feel. Sometimes I feel like there's like
she'll be there calling us and making sure that the kids are eating food and what have you. Like it's just like, why'd you go? Like kind of thing. But like,
so, yeah. But I hope that answers your question. I do try to be intentional.
If I could just add, sorry, I know it's not directed to me, but what use will you be to them if you're not in good shape? Like, if you're burnt out, if you're mad stressed, like, and we overcomplicate it. Like, if you need to look after yourself to be recharged, re-energized, then just do it, man. Just feeling good is gonna be. Even today, I went for something simple like a walk, and I came back just in a much better mood. I came back, I was just happy because I got time to think and just clear my head and whatever. And I just thought to myself, I'm gonna now bring back the best version of me to the kids because I've looked after myself. So look after yourself, man.
Fully. You say this, but these times you need to help me look after myself.
No, but yes and no, right? We're talking right now.
I know.
About
and to be fair, like if I say,
being
babe,
intentional,
this is what I want to do, I'm gonna go and do it. You don't stop me. So it's just a case of me not trying to be superwoman, as we all love to be as mums, and just doing a damn thing, just doing it, going out for little self-care time.
Man, be real.
Okay, so next question. I always wanted to know how and when you met, because you look so young. Thank you. How and when we met. This is a long question, you know. I feel like this is actually a video. Like I would love to talk about like our testimony one day and how far we've come and all of that. But what's the shortest answer to give to that? I'm 28 by the way.
So long story short, we met in school. We were in the same school, same year. We met in year 8, reacquainted each other, got reacquainted with each other.
That's it. Got
in
there
year
in the
10,
end.
in year 10 in drama. In the drama
Very remember the class and that, like giving them specifics. We met in drama at so and so time, so and so date.
And then actually started dating the year after in year 11.
I wasn't happy when I saw you in my drama class. Just saying. But there's a story for that. Another time. Yeah, I was not happy at all. But
happy now.
Yeah, whatever. Smart. And that is it from us. Those are all the questions. Well, we left a few out because of time, and they were kind of similar to some of the questions that we already answered. But we did answer the ones that were asked.
We tried, so
as well as we could have.
Hopefully that answers them.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope it was insightful and real about our experiences day
to day
in in our marriage, in our parenthood journey. So thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate all your views, comments, and if I haven't already said it, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out a video when it comes out. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video.
Peace.
Bye.